Hello, everyone. It's the Film Optimist, and today I'm talking about Pretty in Pink. I'm not reading this shit. It's. I think it's the first time I ever spoil anything. Plot. High school senior Andy Walsh lives with her underemployed working class father Jack in a Chicago suburb. Andy's best friend, the outsider Phil Ducky Dale, is in love with her, but is afraid to tell her how he truly feels. In school, Ducky and Andy, along with their friends, are harassed and bullied by the arrogant Richie kids, specifically Benny Hansen and her boyfriend Steph McKee, who finds Andy attractive and secretively resents having been rejected by her. While working after school at a record store called Trax, Andy starts talking about her school senior prom to her manager Iona, who advises Andy to go despite not having a date. Blaine McDonough, one of the preppy boys and Steph's best friends, starts talking to Andy and eventually asks her out. And they fucking go out. Everything's fine. Everything's cool. They kind of have like a little Romeo and Juliet shit. Um, that fucking there's conflict there. Um, they hate it. They kind of don't like each other after a while. Like, oh, you're rich. No, you're poor. No, blah, blah, blah. They have this weird falling out. And Ducky, played by John Cryer, is so fucking cool. He's so fun. He's super nerdy, and I identify with that. I'm like, this is cool as shit. And like they like each other. Fucking Ducky and Andy like each other. Pick Ducky, and then Ducky wants to take her to prom, and I think they go as friends, and then it ends up being Blaine shows up, and they reunite and rekindle what they had. Ducky, I think, is kind of a prick a little bit at some point. Like he's jealous, but then he's like, "Go get her," you know. It's like, what the fuck? What the fuck? Um, and originally, the film portrayed Andy and Ducky ending up together. Um, and the novel, it was adapted into a novel. It was written before the last scene was changed, so it has the original ending in which Andy winds up with Ducky instead of Blaine. John Hughes wrote a new five-page ending where Andy and Blaine got together instead. It was shot in one day on a soundstage designed to look at the Los Angeles. Blah, 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 blah. Molly Ringwald had anticipated the audience to be dissatisfied and reiterate saying it didn't make sense to have the entire movie be the Cinderella story, yet she doesn't get to end up with a guy she wants. Ringwald has said Ducky was based on her best friend, who was gay, and with whom she had an extremely non-romantic relationship. John Cryer stated that he was shocked that the test audience was unhappy about the pairing, and felt that the whole film was built around Andy and Ducky ending up together. Hughes aimed to protect Ducky's character in the new ending by having another girl at the prom show interest in him, played by Christy Swanson, her first national credited as Duckette. Paramount executives were also apprehensive about the original ending, worried that the film might be perceived as classist and as suggesting that wealthy people and poor people should not interact. Orchestral maneuvers in the dark is like the goddess of love, blah blah. I don't give a fuck about that. Whatever. Um, yeah, but I love this movie. Despite the fucking cliche ending. I think at the time it wasn't too cliche. And the best friend being in love with this, it's created a bunch of tropes. This film. I mean, they probably existed for millennia. But this is one of the prime examples of that trope of the love triangle ish vibes. The best friend liking the main character. Um, yeah, that is Pretty in Pink. Thanks go to Daisy Garcia. Thank you so much for requesting this film. And I'm happy to be recording the reviewing it again. I gotta watch it again. That's a great movie. The Brat Pack are fucking solid, absolutely solid. Um, you guys have a good one and take care.